In front of us today, we got 28 bottles of water, and we're gonna be testing for purity and pH to see which ones have been lying to you. Let's get into it. Starting with a good classic distilled water. Literally just water as water was intended to be. Nothing else in there.
What is the applied pH of distilled water? 7?
It has to be 7, like right on the money 7.
So 7 is like neutral, the cleanest possible water base state. Like this is it. So if this is lying to you, then every single water is probably based off of around this. So
yeah, I'd be a little worried. And this is like freshly calibrated, so you should feel pretty confident on these results.
This is sourced from Allentown, Pennsylvania, where they have the most beautiful springs out there. It's like,
I mean, it shouldn't technically matter what the source is for distilled water, because it's
I was
like
kidding. Allentown is a joke. It's like it's like Scranton. Dude doesn't even catch the joke. Show it to them.
I'm reading it. I need to learn about it too, you know? This is mine. But yeah, this could literally be ocean water distilled, and it should taste the same. And also, we're gonna be measuring parts per million of like particles, and that's the purity, and it should be 0. It should read as a straight 0 for distillation water. There's like a little scale there for you. Blurry, but you can trust me.
Okay, so what is this testing first? pH. We'll do pH first.
Yeah, we're gonna do the pH liquid test. So it's gonna be 2 or 3 drips or drops of water in this.
Okay, so in theory, this should be turning green, exactly green.
Okay.
If it doesn't, if it's darker, then it's alkaline. If it's different, then it's a base. Okay, so the distilled water, testing the pH of it, should be a 7. Let's see what we get here.
3, 2.
1, 2.
Looks pretty yellow to me.
3. All right, stir it up.
Get a little stir.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's lying. This is yellow. This is like...
No, yeah, that is a
Please
solid.
add 2 drops of solution to the water sample.
That's PP yellow for sure. But okay, so will it turn greener though if we add a few more drops? Here we're gonna be a little more like careless, because no one cares about it.
Try to make it green.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if adding it makes it green.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, if it doesn't turn green.
No, it's not actually pure water. They're all going to be lying to us. This isn't surprising.
It goes that deep. Even distilled water?
Distilled water, like pure water, isn't actually pure water. It's not even getting close to green. So it's safe to say that this is acidic water. It is still insane that it's not 7 for being distilled. You'd think in any state that would be green, but
yeah. So let's grab one of the cups here though and actually get like the legit reading of the pH.
Are you getting the bottom of the cup? No, okay.
So. Wait, hold on. Maybe I just need more, you know. What?
Are you sure that's calibrated?
Yes. Why? Okay, right now it's showing us a 7.7, and I calibrated.
It's going down.
This hard. Like I really did. Look, I'll even.
No, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
I have a little calibrated. Like I have the waters that I use to calibrate it, and this one right here should be 7.
No, look, it's showing 7.3.
Oh, so if you like give it a stir, oh, now it's showing 7.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
And as you stir it, it goes down a bit.
Oh wait, I saw 6.5.
0.8. No, but it keeps changing every time you stir it. It like breaks the water up or something.
I think now it's like stabilized at 6.8.
All right, so according to the official reading, it is 6.8 pH, which still is a little bit under what we'd expect it to be for pure distilled water. So it does kind of coincide with what the pH drops told us, which indicates a 6. So somewhere between 6 and 7, which seems to be true.
Not 7, it's below that. So that's interesting. A little acidic, right?
Yeah.
Last but not least, the purity of the water. So we got 0 ppm right now, putting that in there. We got 4.
That seems low.
Oh yeah, the low range is 0 to 50.
Okay, so we can call this pure water, slightly acidic.
Yeah, it's acid water. Yeah, 4 parts per million. That could have been anything that was already like a dust particle in the cup when it was dry. Now here is a crowd favorite, Smart Water. It's a Coke product actually. Purely balanced pH, that's what they're advertising. I don't know what that means, purely balanced. I mean, if it was balanced, then it would be around 7.
The default will be 7 for the ones that don't state it.
And yeah, we'll just judge it based on that. Let's fill that up a little bit.
Let's go to there.
All right.
I'll pour a little bit in for when we do the other test. Okay.
All right, so yeah, let's get those drops in.
So this should be a green as well, or pretty close to it. 1, 2, 3.
And for good luck, let's do 4. Oh, I'm seeing green.
Oh, it's getting pretty close to green.
Okay, no, that is green.
That's like between yellow and green.
Is that a little bit of blue?
I don't know if it's blue.
I'm not saying it's strong blue. That looks like green into blue.
All I know is they're pretty close to what they claim. I'm surprised that this wasn't super far off. Well, regardless, they're in the clear right now. As of this test,
this is what
pretty close
distilled
to
water
pH.
wish it was.
Yeah, so now if it's actually a 7 and also what the purity is.
Yeah, all right. Dunk that in, give it a stir just to like...
Wow, so the reading
Whoa.
is literally 7. So
Right on the money, 7.
it has a green via the drop test pH, and then it has a 7 on the reading on the Yinnik.
I'm gonna add a little more up to that line in case that changes anything. Man, this really is what distilled water wish it was.
No, it's maintaining it.
That's a
Pure
hard 7.
And then let's give it the test for the
Purity test. Love to see it. Man, that is some accurate water. 7. Oh, and here we got 20 parts per million, which is still very pure. I guess we would think if let's say 40 and above is like where there's like stuff in the water. This is 20. That must be what, the electrolytes for taste, which is not a lot. It's very like, you know, it's garnished essentially with electrolytes. Those are some good readings, I'd say. And it is quite balanced for pH.
So this is the greatest water to ever exist. There have been tests in the past on Aquapana, which is based out of Tuscany, Italy, and it's a natural spring water, which is a clear distinction from these other waters, which aren't claiming to be natural spring waters. And this is claiming a pH of 8 or higher, which I totally believe because I like my alkaline waters, and I know this one tastes super, super good. Maybe I'm being placeboed, maybe I'm not, but we're going to put it to the test, so let's open up this bad boy. The issue is they're like $8 a bottle, so this is like the most expensive water out there.
Wow. It looks hydrating. I like that wetness. Oh, wow. I'm already seeing some dark. Whoa.
Yep. See, they don't lie. But it's not a deep blue. It's like the perfect blue, which means this is exactly an 8.
That's impressive.
Moment of truth.
Oh, give it a little bit of work. You got 8.1.
So 8.1, so it is slightly alkaline, which is what they claim. I mean, it's from a literal spring in Italy, so it's like you can't really lie too much about that, unlike some other people who are coming up.
Yeah.
And then if you want to check the hardness of the water.
If it's like natural spring water, I'm gonna assume it's pretty raw, relatively speaking. So I'm gonna guess like a 40.
Okay.
40 to 50.
Yeah, that feels
Ooh! Ooh!
Remember, it's not bad.
I know. It just turned, instead of green, the screen, maybe you can't see it well, but it turned red, which was just a little jarring. But...
So it's a 97.
Oh, wow. It's in the hard water range.
Oh, yeah.
High spring, hard water is at 100 plus.
It's actually, if we're going off of that.
No, that's a 97. Up next, the most basic water of them all. I don't know if that's a bad thing. We'll find out, but Dasani, that's what, a Coke product too, I think.
Dasani's the worst water, like bar none. It's so bad. I think like when people test in the past, it brings up like a 5 acidity. It's like ridiculous.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out why it tastes so off.
But it's gonna be acidic. I mean, you can already tell from the initial drops.
Oh, that looks pretty yellow.
It's yellow. Pulling out a 6.
Wow.
All right, so it is a 6.4 pH, which again is pretty close to what the color shows. At 6.3, it's trickling down as we're sitting here, so it's gonna be around a 6.
6.1, dude.
Yeah, this would be literal acid. So if people drink this, it's just not good water. Proven. And let's check out what the hardness is. Okay, I mean...
20. So it's like Smart Water, except literally the worst version of Smart Water.
Yeah.
Zen water.
Never heard about this before, but that's an insane claim that they're saying 9.5 pH.
I mean, it looks slick, the packaging, but let's see if it's all just fluff.
Okay, it looks to be a little bit of a blue. Let's see how deep this blue gets.
Whoa.
Maybe it's, I would say this is sampling around an 8.7. I would say that's a 9 based on the darkness of it. Because it is pretty close actually to the 10. 10.1 pH for Zen water, which claims around 9.5, and they're actually not lying.
That's super alkaline, man. Is that even healthy?
Yeah. Okay.
32.
Okay, it's within that range, that earlier range. So
yeah.
we can call it pretty soft, not super unpure.
Sports water, body armor. What are your thoughts?
It actually claims a pH of 9+. So we should expect around a 9 on this one. All right, so it's definitely blue, but not by much. I mean, I could see that being a 9. If the other one was a 10, I could see that being a 9.
Yeah.
Definitely an 8+. But they're claiming 9.
Okay, let's see what they're reading. 9.9.
All right, so they claimed a 9, and it looks like Body Armor's actually a 10, so it's more alkaline than what they even say.
Let's get that purity going. Purity is 57, is like natural spring water levels, carbon filters, and mountain springs. Interesting. All right, what do we got here? Got Icelandic glacial water. Looks really clean. Naturally occurring 8.4 at the source. That's a very bold statement.
So let's see if this is actually as clean as they say, as an 8.4.
I'm seeing some blue action going on.
It does look a deeper blue, so I expect this to be closer to a 9.
I'm seeing 8, 9.
Which is closer to what the color suggests, because I thought it'd be like a 9. So an 8, 9. This looks like a 9, 8.9, so it's 0.5 more than what they suggest. It's just
big water, man.
Source,
yeah, so it's lying to you from the source. I mean, I guess it's better that it's like at least more alkaline.
So that's a 43 on the ppm for purity, so it is not incredibly pure.
It's surprising that they were so confident on a number that they couldn't back up though, but it is what it is.
Saratoga water, served chill from Springs of Dallas. They don't claim anything regarding their pH. It's natural spring water, so you'll expect this to be somewhere in like that soft 7 to 8 range, I suppose.
Hopefully the water is as deep blue as the bottle. That would be great.
Yeah, I do not want this thing to turn yellow. But there it is.
That is interesting.
That's a little bit more.
Is it really that acidic?
It looks in between yellow and green. So it looks like a yellow-green. I think it's gonna be like a 6.5. It'll probably end up being 6.4. Let's check the hardness of the water now. The hardness for the Saratoga water comes in at a 29. So pretty middle of the road, nothing crazy.
Yeah, pretty clean, I'd say, for natural spring water.
Definitely a scam, lying to you a little too acidic, I'd say, for a fancy water like this.
This is the Signature Select. It's a generic grocery store. We got another 9.5 for you, brand of alkaline water.
We expect this to be a somewhat deep blue.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's one of the deepest we've gotten yet. That looks close to 10 actually. Yes. Yeah, that's definitely a 10.
But I mean, hey, it's to be expected, 9.5.
We're close to it, 9.9. And they're sitting at a 36 ppm on the purity scale.
36.
So who's their comp? Anybody around like a... This is closer to Zen water,
yep.
So you're better off buying this than Zen water because chemically it seems to be the same thing in terms of its purity, and then the pH level is basically the same.
So we got a curvaceous water bottle here called Eternal.
So this is from Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, with a natural pH of 7.8 to 8.2. So they give themselves the range. They think they're slightly alkaline.
Interesting.
I expect this not to lie. I like that they gave a range. It shows modesty. Alkaline, and it is quite light, so I don't think they're lying about that early 8 range. Basically, it's an 8 flat, right in the middle of their range. They said 7.8 to 8.2, and it is an 8. So they are spot on with what they predict it to be.
Look at that.
And then in terms of the hardness, this is a hard water. 74.
74,
This rings
crazy.
in eternal water.
That's some thick water right there.
Jeez.
Voss.
The most pretentious water ever created. If you've ever gone out like to a club or something,
this is like champagne that they...
Well, let's see what they claimed in the first place. They don't say anything about their pH level.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okay, so in line with other spring waters, it looks to be slightly acidic.
6.5. I'm not even going to say it's going to settle there. It might go to 6.4.
No, it's good. 6.5. Okay.
Oh, we spoke too soon. 6.4.
Purity, it's ringing in pretty low at a 14 ppm. Fiji. So it is Fijian water from the artisan waters of Fiji.
Wow.
They claim a 7.7 pH, blue-greeny to start, which is a good sign for them because they're claiming 7.7s.
Yeah, I have not seen the shade of blue yet. This is definitely a blue-green.
That is a turquoise. I fully expect this to be somewhere in the 7.5-ish range. They claim 7.7. 7.4 as opposed to a 7.7.
Yeah, they're slightly more alkaline relative to, 7 neutral. No!
109 on the purity. Hardest water to date. That is
that's record breaking.
Crazy 109 to see that right here.
We got Life Water.
They claim they have a 7-step filtration process that leads to a perfectly balanced pH.
Oh.
Okay, it looks to be pretty green. It's a light green.
That might be a 7.
Yeah, this
that's actually like very close to 7 plus or minus 0.1. Oh my God. No.
Life Water here.
I've never been like more hyped about just these numbers here. I don't even know why. Like 7.2.
Okay, it's a 7.2.
I'd say
Life Water.
And the purity. Gotta test that out.
13 ppm.
Oh, it's actually pure, but slightly more alkaline. We got the Everyman's water.
Deer Park.
Deer Park. I'm not very familiar with Deer Park.
They're claiming natural spring water. Of course, they're not going to claim a pH. That'd be insane because this is going to be the closest thing to toilet water. All right, doesn't surprise me. Off rip, a little bit acidic. Wait a second. This might be.
Is that fairly perfectly balanced?
Distilled water in front of us?
6.9.
Because it looks slightly lighter than green, so it makes sense that it's a little bit under neutral. Who would have guessed? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's very hard or something.
Oh, look at that turning red.
Okay, but it's not, I mean, it's not the worst we've seen. It's a 79,
Okay,
which
okay,
is
79.
a little hard, but not crazy.
It's pretty neutral, but it's got a lot of minerals in there.
So it's
Interesting.
like mineral-filled distilled water,
Yeah,
which is like,
basically a good way to sum that up.
okay.
All right, we got a newcomer, Gatorade.
Apparently it's a 7.5 pH or higher plus electrolytes. So we should expect this to turn almost blue.
Yeah, if it's 7.4, you can sue.
Gatorade loves their electrolytes.
Yeah, so I guess it makes sense that that same technology gets applied to water, if you can call it that.
Yep.
But maybe it's also a way for them to skirt around the, Gatorade is just sugar water. It's like, no, we actually sell like real, like pure healthy water.
Yeah.
It's like their healthiest item.
Turning quite dark. Pretty deep. That looks a little more than 7.5. That looks closer to 8, maybe an 8.5. 8.2
Lock it
pH
in.
for Gatorade water, and then the hardness of Gatorade water. I don't think they're hiding that they're putting some stuff in this, so it should be somewhat high.
Yeah, I would think so.
And it's very high. In fact, Gatorade water is coming in the highest to date.
138. Wow, that's actually far and away the clear lead in minerality.
That's almost dangerous.
Yeah, that's like contamination level.
That is hard water.
I'm guessing they're doing that on purpose, obviously, to give it a very distinct taste. Oh yeah, it says right here, blend for taste.
Okay, so they're taste focused with this.
Yeah.
That's fine, as long as they're admitting to it on the labeling.
We got Poland spring water. So they don't make any claims though
No,
on
just
their...
natural spring water, so we can assume it to be like a 6.8.
Oh,
Early pitch is showing us green as expected. It's hard to say whether it's on like the 7.1, 7.2 side or the 6.8, 6.9 side, but it's certainly very close to 7.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like a 7.2. Yeah,
It
7.2.
looks a little bit blue, a tad. Oh, it is going to a 7.0. It is neutral. This is water. And then it's bringing in a 45, which is pretty middle of the road for the purity of Poland Spring.
That's just a light. We'll get that fixed right up. Oh, you know this one? Mountain Valley, the Mountain Valley spring water.
It's claiming a 7.3 to 7.7 pH, so about a 7.5
7.7.
average, and it's got a good amount of elements in it. It's a little blue.
Yeah, it's
could
a
be
light blue.
7.7. I could see a 7.7 holding true for this. Right now, early polling shows us at a 7.6.
Oh, it went up a little bit.
So it's within the range, actually, as of right now. Give it a little time to move around if it likes. No, it's staying put at a 7.6. So it is right within the range that they had projected.
Look at that.
And the hardness of the water is coming in.
They know what they're talking about. Ooh.
Oh, that is high. Whoa.
Whoa.
151 pph.
That's a lot of body it's got in there. That's for sure.
Gosh, Washita Mountains go hard.
Does that even taste like water anymore? It's like you're drinking straight from a river.
Next up, and we have sparkling water
Whoa, a wild card here. No one thought you'd see this.
and Pellegrino water.
But I mean, it's a classic.
How are we gonna do this with sparkling water?
It might have to be disqualified if the readings are just all over the place.
Let's just see what happens.
But
with
it's fun. It's fun, right?
Sparkling water, so it's got carbonation to it.
Ooh,
like test
it's
tubes
sizzling.
with beakers and pouring you soda. Okay. All right, so.
I wonder how that's going to affect the pH of it.
They obviously don't claim a pH, I'm sure, in sparkling water. They're not touting.
Yeah, I don't think
water.
people care that much if it's carbonated. Oh yeah, you think it's going to be really acidic? Oh, this is Nestle.
Is it?
Yes,
It
sir.
doesn't surprise me it's acidic.
Distributed by Nestle in Arlington, Virginia.
So it's coming in on this really yellow, like a 6.
Whoa. Looks like
yeah,
lemon soda. Yeah, these.
Let it creep up a bit. There's no way.
These numbers are wild.
I guess expectedly, this is a 5.2 on the pH scale. Granted that it's sparkling water, so it's clearly an acid. Oh, this is hard water.
This is nuclear. Whoa, the readings are jumping. Wait. Oh, that's hilarious. That the readings cannot like stable.
Averaging around 300 though, the
Yeah,
ppH.
that's what I'm seeing. That needs to be like heavily footnoted, asterisk. So that's fascinating.
Crowdsourced spring water with an 8.1 pH claimed. I've never seen this before. You picked this up. I don't know what this water is. It looks a little bit light because it's going to a 7.5. And even the ppH is pretty high at a 105. which
105. Wow, I gotta let's give this a little clean. So we got another familiar face rolling in.
Evian.
7.2 pH. They call it balanced. We'll see if it lives up to that.
345 they claim.
No way.
Oh, it looks a little dark off rip. That's more than 7.2.
That's
way
like
more
a
than
7.6.
They say 7.2. You know what? To be fair to them, it's at a 7.4 on the pH scale. You know what? It's really high for water.
232, man. Come on. That's incredible.
Wow. This is Essentia water, which claims a pH of 9.5 or higher. I drink like super high alkaline water. Makes me feel good. I love it. I don't think the water's meant to be like super, super hard.
Oh, it's got sodium in it?
Yeah, it's got a good amount of sodium. It's got 10 mgs.
Oh, that's great. Love to see it.
Actually, I guess it would be somewhat hard because it has like a good amount of like nutrients in it.
Yeah, I would think if like sodium, well, actually the Evian did not have sodium and it was very hard. So
this should be like in the hundreds.
But yeah, I would expect it to be above like 130 as a random guess.
I drink like 5 of these a day.
So you're bought into the alkaline hype.
Oh, hugely, yeah. It hydrates me so much more than normal water.
Fair. I mean,
this should be a deep purple because they're claiming 9.5.
Ooh.
It does look deep.
That is that might be some of the darkest.
Oh, Essentia, baby. That's a 10.
That
is the darkest we've
ever
seen.
Right off the bat, that is.
Do I do my research
dark.
or what? You think I'm drinking just any water, bro?
It looks nearly black on camera.
Do you think I'm doing just any research out here? Wow. Overachieving H2O is what they claim, that is what they're doing.
That needs to be a 10.2.
Just being near it gets like 13, it jumps.
It's like radiation. It might be its max,
It's in a 10. It's in the 10 range.
10.2. Bro, was I on the money there with the 10.2?
Give it a little stir just to ensure that we're getting this right, because it says 9.5 plus. It covers
10?
everything above.
I saw 10.3, 10.2.
Is that the highest so far, 10.2?
Easily. There was a 10.1. 10.1 was the Zen water, with a 32 ppm. So if it's got over
like
100,
probably.
I'm seeing red.
50-50, okay. So it's in the middle. So
50.
it's still in the safe range of drinking, the optimal drinking range.
Yeah, man, that is a rich blue. I want to drink this already.
Aquafina in the broken bottle. Aquafina is Dasani level. Like, this is surely not going to be anything to write home about.
All right.
So all these natural spring waters are going to be sub 7.
That's pretty yellow. That's pretty yellow. Like,
yeah, that's
carbonated water's level of yellow.
Like, that could be like 5.5. This would very well be in the 5s. Not surprise me if we're drinking a 5 here.
I think it's going to be at 5s. It's dropping significantly.
Yeah. It is a little bit more acidic than what you'd expect though from an X2, and then the hardness.
So
look at the ppH. So
that is more pure than the distilled water. It has shown to be more pure than distilled water. That's a 1.
A 1.
A 1 versus a 4 with the distilled. So this tastes like
osmosis.
Nothing. It's just acidic water, and it won't really do anything for you in that case. Like, it's got no electrolytes. It'll just pass through you. It's not going to help with hydration.
All right, time for Liquid Death, which many people think is a beer, but it's actually a water. I've had it a couple of times. It tastes fine.
I've never had Liquid Death.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I'm very familiar with the name. Marketing is what brought them to where they are.
They make no claims on what their pH is or where they're sourced. Like,
I do love the names that they give their like flavors. This one is actually just mountain water, but like they have like mango chainsaw and severed lime, just like kind of hardcore like puns almost. Murder your thirst. It's like you can basically walk into like a party holding that, and it looks like you're fitting in with everyone else drinking a beer.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool because you could fit in more with people who are alcoholics. They claim natural spring water. We usually see it on the lower end of the 7s.
And we didn't see any claims.
No, they don't claim anything. pH is going...
it's going up.
Okay, 7.1.
So you're up.
Okay,
7.2.
All right,
there we go.
We'll call it a 7.2.
That makes me happy.
Let's see if Liquid Death is as hard as it claims. ppH, 78. Fairly high ppH for it.
That's within the range of what mountain spring water should be.
But they're not lying. They actually source it in that way. AQA water?
Aka.
It is alkaline 9.5 plus pH level, Talking Rain Aka water. That's it. I'm expecting a 10.
10, really? Whoa. I think I'll stick with 9.7. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 9.8, but it seems like it's settling down to 9.6.
Okay, so a 9.6, so it's technically above the 9.5 claim that it makes. And then the PP, 37 ppm.
37, that's pretty clean.
Honestly, good water. Here's more water that I've never heard of. You brought this Core Hydration.
Oh yeah, I haven't drank it, but it's a pretty like visually distinct bottle of water. So I've seen it around.
Tons of electrolytes.
Yep.
7.4 claim for the pH. A little bit of a green color, showing 7.9. It's a little bit higher than expected to start. We'll let it trickle down a little bit. So they say 7.4. They're 0.5 off right now. That's a pretty big difference. 7.9.
I mean, yeah, it's like settled at.
Far off from what they claimed.
Oh, we got what, 80 ppm?
And 80 ppm. It's just mid water. That's very mid. Smart Water 9.5 plus pH. So it's the alkaline version of Smart Water. We tested Smart Water earlier. Now this one has alkaline with an antioxidant. Vapor distilled ionized water with an antioxidant selenium.
That's a lot of words.
And a lot of electrolytes apparently for taste. So I expect this to be hard and high.
Oof.
Now that's definitely dark. Looks like it's going to pull around 9.6, 9.7.
It's a 9.5.
Take a look at this.
No.
Recheck.
Yeah, we gotta recheck it before.
Distill it.
Yeah. Oh my God, talking right out of my ass. What is this?
No way. Okay, so the pH is 10.5, making it by far the highest pH for any
You're
water.
drinking bleach, bro.
This is terrible. This is a 10.5 with a 36 ppm.
It's way more alkaline.
Yep. Water straight from Hawaii. We have Waiakea.
Waiakea.
It's volcanic water, deep well, natural alkaline water. There's no pH claim on this.
It's either going to be really high or really low.
So I initially thought it was a little dark. I was thinking 8. Seems to be close to an 8. In fact, it is on an 8. They claim 7682. And it has a 39 ppm. Not as much as I'd think for a volcanic deep well type of water.
Yeah, so it probably doesn't have a very interesting taste to it, but 8.0 water. If that's what you're looking for, go with Waiakea.
Down to the final water.
Last but not least.
Good and Gather from Target. So Target's water, it's in an aluminum bottle, which I kind of like. Got reverse osmosis plus electrolytes. They have a natural pH of 7.
Okay.
They are claiming slime
I think that's
water.
the first one that's advertised 7 on the dot. They usually say, oh, perfectly balanced. They just get really, or they throw out a range.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, actually let me dump this one out too because I saw some color in it. But that's gonna be interesting. 7.0. I mean, can you beat Smart Water? Like plain Smart Water? Because that was a pure 7 right there.
Okay, so Target's water 7.0. So this should be just
That was so much. Actually, you know what we should test after this? Sink water.
Oh, we'll do sink water.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bonus sink water.
Yeah.
Yeah, only for the page. So okay, that's like an algae green. I'm gonna say 7.4.
7.4?
7.4.
Okay, so it's on a 7.4 right now. Jeez. 45 ppm.
All right, so that's pretty rich in minerals there.
Here comes New Jersey sink water.
Nothing to say except Jersey sink water. Okay, so we're seeing maybe a 7.6.
Does Jersey produce alkaline water? I think this is gonna be like mid-7s. This is a 7.8. Jersey's alkaline water.
Damn.
And is it hard? How is the Jersey sink water? Ooh, I mean, it's expected
1, 2,
to be hard.
3.
1, 2, 3, 123 ppm for sink water. That's not as bad as like Gatorade. It was a 7.8 and a 123, and that concludes our test. So the highest overall pH belongs to Smart Water Alkaline at a 10.5.
Yes, 10.5. 10.5.
The hardest water was technically the Pellegrino sparkling water, coming in over 300.
But the
actually,
Mountain Valley water, no, not in the Mountain Valley. Who was it again?
Evian was a 323.
Is that, or was it 232?
No, it was 232. You dyslexic.
Yeah, I am dyslexic. Shit. Yeah, even I at least remembered that's not right. But still, 232 for Evian. Mm-hmm. That's like near carbonated water levels.
That is crazy.
That is insane.
So who is the lowest? The lowest water on this entire list might have been Voss at 6.4, Aquafina at 6.2. No, Dasani, as expected, at 6.1.
That's acid water right
Literal
there.
acid.
But the purest water
of them all actually belongs
was Aquafina.
No.
With 1. Aquafina had 1.
Oh, purest in that regard. I thought you meant like neutral 7, like distilled.
Oh, no.
Because Poland Spring is a 7.
Also, Smart Water was a 7.
Smart Water was a 7
Yeah,
as well.
regular Smart Water.
And Poland Spring are both a 7.
And no one else had 7 on the dot.
The best water overall from looking at this entire data dump of 29 different waters is Essentia water.
But it might, depending on your preferences, not this one, some other bulbous water where alkaline smart, if you like even more alkaline and a little more pure. If you like dirty water, then like Essentia is your choice.
All right, I mean, we went ahead and tested a lot of the fast food waters on our Patreon, so go ahead and click the link in the description and send you over to there so you can check that out. $5 a month if you guys want to support and see some extra videos. We put out 2 videos every single week. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and you will be seeing a taste test right here as well, so go ahead and click and watch that. Peace.